Hi, I'm Leslie Collins, and this is DC Compass News. Bringing you a few headlines, starting with east of the river. Pepco asked to explain fatal shock to pet. It says the Advisory Board Commission met recently to discuss a Northwest resident who lost their service dog when the animal was shocked by an electric field. Commissioner Daniels introduced a resolution asking Pepco to discuss the findings of an electrical study and to provide any information on the incident at their recent meeting. Daniels said 2 dogs have so far been killed due to a ground electric shock in the district. To read the rest of that story, go to eastoftheriver.dcnews.com. And now this from WMATA.com. Metro begins first phase of Better Bus network implementation with new bus stop signs. This week, Metro will start installing about 7,000 new bus stop signs in Virginia over the next 3 months, in anticipation of the June 29 official Better Bus launch date. The new bus network will feature new route names plus route and bus frequency changes that will optimize service for customers across the region. To read more about those changes and what's to come, head over to WMATA.com. And more from Metro News, it's almost cherry blossom season. Metro is gearing up for more than 1.5 million people to visit the DC region. For the 3rd year in a row, they're wrapping a train and 3 buses in a special cherry blossom theme to celebrate the season. This year's design features a bright blue background, pink blossoms, and a Japanese rising sun, a nod to their national flag, to symbolize the close relationship between the U.S. and Japan. Metro's Your Metro slogan is on the side of the vehicles in both English and Japanese. The vehicles are expected to make their debut on March 21st. You could read the rest of this story and more about their celebrations at WMATA.com. And we have this from HillRag.com. They report that Ward 7 Council member Wendell Felder has put out a survey on the future at RFK campus. The online survey takes 3 minutes to complete and is part of the DC Council members' efforts to assess the community's feelings about development at the site. For more information on this story, go to hillrag.com. Georgia Avenue is also getting attention in Petworth news. Councilwoman Janice Lewis George published a column on her recently announced Revitalizing Georgia Avenue project. The goal, in her words, is to attract small businesses that reflect the diversity of the community, ensure that the corridor remains safe, and create a vibrant environment that brings the community together. You can read her full column at petworthnews.org. And meanwhile, from the Department of Public Works, they are launching a food waste smart bin program to expand composting access citywide. DPW will be installing 30 food waste smart bins across the district with the aim of providing residents with convenient 24/7 drop-off locations for food scraps. The smart bins are designed to be rodent-proof to keep food scraps away from rats and other rodents and is expected to ultimately help reduce the populations of these pests. You can read more at dpw.dc.gov. In more food-related news, Cinder Barbecue finds itself tangling with a landlord over money they say they don't owe. This is from Petworth News. Cinder Barbecue received notice recently that they are being sued. According to the owners of Cinder, the lawsuit came as a surprise since some of their requested back rent is from the prior tenant of the space, as well as from agreed-upon rent reductions due to the COVID-19 pandemic and from when the restaurant had closed due to water damage caused by pipes in the building. The lawsuit states that Cinder owes $100,000 to Dudley Pro Realty. You can read the rest of that story at petworthnews.org. And lastly, the Shaw neighborhood is getting love. This coming out of Mid-City, DC. They report that Washingtonian magazine came out with its annual list of the 100 very best restaurants in the DMV, while the prestigious James Beard Foundation announced the nominees for its 2025 National Awards for Excellence in the Hospitality Industry. There were many restaurants on these lists, but only 2 reportedly made both lists. First off is the Dabney. It came in at number 22 on the Washingtonian list and is up for the James Beard Outstanding Restaurant Award. Meanwhile, Shaw's plant-based restaurant Mita came in at number 51 and is nominated for the Best New Restaurant in the Nation. You can read more at midcitynews.com. Thanks for joining us here on DC Compass. Make sure you click subscribe and join us back here next week when we bring you more news.